Have you ever compared yourself with others? Maybe you thought, they have more than me. They look better than me. They live an easier life. But today's story will open your eyes. Because true worth has never been about the plate you're given, but the content inside. Once upon a time, in a quiet ashram surrounded by tall trees and the sound of birds, a wise sage lived with his 3 disciples. One morning, he called them all together for a meal. The disciples sat eagerly, waiting to be served. The first disciple's food was served in a golden plate. The second received a silver plate. But the third disciple was given a simple mud plate. And yet the food inside was the same for all 3. Rice, vegetables, and curry. They all ate quietly. But inside, the third disciple's heart was restless. The food was tasty, yes, but his eyes kept moving toward the golden and silver plates. When the meal ended, he could no longer hide his feelings. He bowed before his master and asked, "Master, forgive me for asking, but why did you give me a mud plate, while my brothers received gold and silver?" The sage looked at him kindly, with a smile. "My child," he said softly, "I gave the same food to all 3 of you, but you did not notice the food. You only noticed the plates, comparing with other plates." The disciple lowered his eyes, realizing his mistake. But the sage continued, "In life, it is the same. One person may live in a palace, another in a small hut. One may wear silk, another cotton. One may be praised, another ignored. But beneath all these appearances, the essence of life, the food of the soul, remains the same. Do not waste your life comparing plates. What matters is what fills your plate, and more importantly, what fills your heart." The disciples sat in silence, each touched by the truth. How often do we measure our worth by the car we drive, the clothes we wear, the house we live in? How often do we forget these are just plates? The world teaches us to compete over gold and silver. But wisdom teaches us that life is not about the outer shell, but about the inner content. So, stop comparing. Stop chasing plates. Instead, focus on the food of your soul, your character, your kindness, your courage. Because happiness is not in the container. It has always been in the content. And when you realize that truth, you will finally taste the true flavor of life. If this story touched you, my friend, subscribe to my channel. Until then, live with content, not with comparison.